Hey guys, thanks for being patrons. This one is actually going public on YouTube as well. It's another trashy TV commentary. This one voted for you guys, so it's going to be Season 2, Episode 12 of Smallville. It's called Insurgence. Most episodes of Smallville are pretty shit, so I'm assuming this one will be the same. Maybe not quite as bad as some of the others. This goes out to my co-host Rachel, who for some reason likes Smallville. Not sure why, but she can try and explain that, I guess. So I've got it paused at the start of the episode, Insurgents. So let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Lex really has big hands, doesn't he? Things not at all happy in the Luther household. It's probably because of the bald head, but Lex had a very Blofeld sort of scheming sort of look about him in that opening shot. Damn Lex, he's only a lackey. He's a guest star, Lex. He probably won't be on next week, or the week after, or the week after that. And you're threatening to end the poor sod's career. Door closes. Thanks, subtitles. Have to add in everything. Yeah, I've got the subtitles on because I've got the volume low. Lex grunts, just to update you. And he's found a mysterious plant on the floor with a mysterious object in it. Lex doing a lot of grunting. There's some appropriate sounding early 2000s angst-ridden music to soundtrack him grunting and tearing through lots of his father's stuff. He's got an orgasmic sort of an expression as he rips into a classic looking painting. Oh, or Big Daddy. Big Brother's listening, or Big Daddy. That was a good line. Line of the episode so far. Lex grunts again. And Lex's lackey is described as just that on the thing. So I'm proud that I used that word. What a class shot. Smashes it and we get like a TV screen fizzling out. Make my footage save me. How you do it, just say, stay alone, wait for you. Ooh. Through this whole world shine for you. Say, oh. I can't believe how lazy they got with the lyrics and they just added in come on as a verb. There's no way I would have known all the lyrics without the subtitles. That's why you have subtitles. Damn, that is one massive packed lunch. Those are some big containers. Clark's mum, looking damn fine and businesslike. Martha in a classy suit. Jonathan's just getting antsy because she's moving up in the world. That's his deal. I wonder if there's ever a thing with Martha and Lex. Not Martha and Lex, sorry. Martha and Lionel. Martha and Lex would be even more freaky. I'm assuming there's not, but this is the sort of show that might do that sort of thing just for drama. Some serious close-ups here. I love that Lionel has got the stereotypical blind man glasses on to sell that. He does a great job of looking blind though. Not just because he's like convincing, but I think also because he uses it to be quite sinister at the same time, with which I enjoy. Oh, he gets some sniffing now. Thanks, subtitles. So far, not a terrible episode. Well done, Smallville. You're batting above average. Ah, the classic TV distorted voice over the phone. Mr. Green. The most generic and yet the most sinister sounding name. The name of that book Clark is reading is really hilarious. It's so like pretentious and such a long-winded title. You can just imagine it existing. Shit, is Lana doing like a survivor metaphor for this thing? Damn it. Survivor was sort of in its peak around this time, right? It's scary that it's still going, and it's on series like 106 or something. Shout out to Media Melanie, a collaborator on the channel who's a big Survivor fan. Little bit passive aggressive there, Clark. Being a bit self indulgent, which doesn't sound like a character on this show. It's like, yeah, I'm having a shitty time with my family, so I'm gonna point out the negative effects of having a family, Lara. It's not all roses. Pretty sure she already knows that. Another pretty cringe scene between those two. Not the most cringe, but that's not really saying much. What a way to enter a scene. No good morning, Lex. Just, Lex, what is the most romantic restaurant in Metropolis? I really wished Clark would stop bitching. I quite like the look of this lab though. It has like a cool, very sciencey sort of look about it. Very quite modern and clinical. It's always an exciting time when shady looking characters in suits rush in to a lab and start examining computers and different devices. I do enjoy Lex delivering instructions in a forceful way through this demonic Mr. Green voice. Now. The Asian actor in this scene I do know from something. He's pretty familiar. Well, he made the mistake turning his back on the one who looks like a beefed up Ben Kingsley. When one of your crew looks like that, you never turn your back on him. Three blind mice. Three blind mice. See how they won. See how they run. Do 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 do. Maybe Martha should whistle that every time he comes into the office. She's been seduced by the merchandise. That is one classy watch. In a very sexy box as well. Double score. That is a very creepy and scary way of proposing she has a promotion. It's like Michael Douglas, the first time he proposed to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Oh, he's good. He's good. He's undressing her with those smooth words. And he's got the orchestrated music backing him up. No, you fiends! You just screwed up one of the greatest potential romances in Smallville. Well, if I was playing a drinking game, I would take a drink every time Lex does something that would piss Jonathan off. Which is basically every time they're in the room. Basically, Lex can't enter a room without Jonathan being mad at him. It's like before he even looks in his direction, Jonathan's instantly like he's going for the knife. Bit of an overreaction from Jonathan. Oh, fuck you, Amazon. I've got a break now. So if you're watching the episode with me, pause it. I forgot that Amazon had breaks. You can unpause it now. It's only a short break. These villains look very retro and funny. Like, she has a weird look going with those glasses. If she was a character in The Matrix, I think the glasses would be working. Not so much in Smallville. Actually, that guy who I said looks like a beefed up Ben Kingsley, he sort of looks like the wrestler Bill Goldberg as well. He definitely has some Goldberg vibes. And you guys can Google him if you don't know what he looks like. Goldberg had a very sweaty look there. It's like, what am I doing with my career? And the scene just went nuts because Goldberg meets beefed up Ben has gone all rogue. But it's a good opportunity for Martha to have her hair caressed by creepy blind Lionel. Annette Holt doing great work in that scene. Half price lattes all week. I love the fact that business must be so bad they have to put that up on like a billboard, like it's a cinema announcement. Roll up, half price lattes all week. Mrs. Small. I love it. She's in Smallville. Her name's Mrs. Small. I bet she gets mocked for that. Oh, this sounds like an unbelievable soap opera backstory. She's worse than Clark, this woman. Laying on the melodrama, trying to scare Lana off. Wouldn't you like to know, Henry? This reporter has a very Laura Layton vibe, which is why I included an image of her on this. By the way, feel free to suggest any future TV episodes I can do a commentary of. I'm thinking in a similar mode, but it could be anything really. And I'll definitely have Rachel on some of these at some point. That's a pretty good action movie villain line. Well, Kern's definitely not in charge anymore. And I like the visual of him being dragged off dead as he says it. That was a nice bit of direction. This scene is shot almost like a Western type standoff between Jonathan and Lex. There's a lot of close ups. Jonathan has a very Fu Manchu sort of look on his face. Oh, genius. They're getting all these people behind a barrier, and then they just let Clark stroll through. Oh, that policeman's doing his job at least. Wait, how the fuck did Clark get past him? Another familiar looking actress giving Clark the rub down. So the villain's name is Pine. Pine. Like, that's gonna scare the fear of life into people. Mr. Pine. Gotta say, I am enjoying Lionel's scenes with Martha in this. There's some intrigue to what's happening with them, and the actors definitely have good chemistry. Gotta say, by the standards of Smallville at this point, this is a pretty functional episode. Well, that reminds me of a Blackadder gag, because that gold looks all green. It reminds me of Percy claiming that he's invented gold. And as Blackadder kindly lets him in, you've actually created something called green. Now that is a cool building, with the Daily Planet on top. Very dangerous though. You've got to think over the years that would finally give way. But it does look cool, there's no doubt. It is very early 90s action movie feel in this episode, late 80s, early 90s. I think Lionel is enjoying how naff these villains are, because it's like he just holds on to his reign as the ultimate villain in the show. It's like, these wannabes, you'll have to do better than that. Ha ha ha. Oh, this is some clever Lionel shit, because you would think to get sympathy he would have said that I'm blind a long time ago, and to make it seem like he's harmless. But the way it's playing in this scene is that he's modest about it and doesn't want to draw attention. And of course Martha's sitting right there. So the seduction continues. The timeless art, as Cosmo Kramer once said. How can they even hear him? Does he have a microphone? Damn it, there's another short break. He was nowhere near that helicopter. And you've got the sound of the helicopter. So I don't know how they're meant to have heard what he said. I do quite like the direction in this episode. For what it is, I think it's pretty good. I didn't notice who directed it though. Clark selling that like he's a kid on the diving board, the very high one, for the first time. You would think it would take a bit more persuading than that from Lex. There's a lot of intense staring and intense music. Clark tuning up the band. Somebody save me. Cheesy as fuck. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Grunts? Clark getting in on the grunting. If it was me, I would be doing more than grunting. That's just me though. There's something off about this police officer. What's she up to? I think they're in a better position to negotiate than you, Lex, somehow. Oh, anonymous coward. That's anonymous coward son to you, Lionel. Nobody strokes his chin quite like Lionel. And I believe him. Jonathan sold that quite well. Ah. He's like some sort of drunk at like a radio. Come on, lady, pick up them files. Whip it, whip it. Now give me a damn beer. How convenient. The fuse happens to say Master Power on it. That was the only way Clark was saving the day. It's a shame that Lionel didn't get to be the hero. I just think that would have been like a fun subversion. Martha showing some guts. Kill the old man. He's not that old. And you're not that young, pal, I wouldn't have said, so I would knock it off with the old man. And that feels like a big moment. Of course, Lionel is blind. Or is he? Quite a nice little scene with mother and son working together, saving the day. Well, luckily, Clark has a decent poker face. Basically because Tom Welling can't act. So it's very easy to look like you're not suspicious when you can't act. I just realised the poster for this, which I've got up on this video, they're doing a riff off Die Hard without a doubt. And that's not a bad comparison. It does feel like the Smallville version of Die Hard. Lex left out in the cold at the end of that scene. I guess the Martha Lionel romance is over. Or is it? It's funny how jealousy goes away when Jonathan has an ulterior motive. Screw the safety of his wife. He just wants her undercover. That is one massive green biscuit tin. You can store a lot of flour in that, I've got to say. Convenient because it works out she can hide this object in there. So that is my commentary of Smallville episode 12 of season 2. Yeah, Insurgence, and like I said, not a bad one overall. I think having a lot of focus on Lionel definitely helped. I enjoyed the stuff with him and Martha. And there was some fun, dumb action movie style stuff. So overall, probably one of the better episodes. But thanks for listening. If you're listening to this on Patreon, you're getting it early, and thanks for being patrons, and look out for future exclusives. But thanks, guys. See you soon.
On the WB's New Tuesday, an all-new Smallville, Lex Luthor finally crosses over.
Do we have a go? Do it.
To the dark side.
Smoke, get him in the air! Now!
My mom is one of the hostages being held up there.
Got 10 minutes.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
She has to talk to Lex.
Why are you telling me this?
You will pray to God you never set foot in Smallville.
Get out of here now!
An all-new Smallville.